What up? What up? What up? Oh shit. Good morning. Happy Lord's Day. It's Sunday. It's week 13 of the fantasy football playoff. Season. How we doing today? Trying to give everybody a chance to check in that wants to check in. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Sunday. Just wanted to jump on here and cover a couple things. So if you play fantasy football, you know that week 13 is week 17 in real life. It's when we separate the men from the boys from the men. Okay? If you want to join this conversation, you can do so by using that link. I will copy and paste it in the comment section. Bang, bang. Here we go. Some little spots right there. You can watch this live from the Fantasy Football Matters Facebook page, my Facebook page, or the Who Cares podcast on YouTube. So that if you don't have Facebook, you'll be able to go to YouTube and watch this video now or later. So, also, all dues are overdue, actually. The payment methods are at the bottom of the screen. I'm on Venmo at Thomas-Gadori, PayPal at paypalme.me/tgadori, and Cash App at $Thomas Gadori. First and last name. Pay your dues. This particular league is $75. If you have not paid your dues, you never know what could happen. You never know. Trying to be a little quiet. My kid's over there sleeping, but it's 9:21. Time to get up. All right. Again, you want to join the show, have a conversation. If you have any questions, what I'm about to go over, hit it up. Literally put the link that's on the show or in the comments in any web browser. Hit go, and you're on the show. Okay? If you have any questions, you can also ask the questions in the comments. If you are in here viewing us right now, we have 6 viewers. Go ahead and say hi so I can see who you are. And I'm going to get popping. So, this broadcast is for the Fantasy Virgins League. This is for the Fantasy Virgins League. If you are in my other league, which is titled The Last Minute League, that video will follow this video shortly. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this quick and good. What up, Mickey? What's up, Mom? I'm gonna try to make it quick. What up, TJ? I'm gonna try to make it quick, but if you are in the other league, I'm gonna do a similar video following this video on that situation. Okay, so in this league, the top 4 best standings get into the playoffs, and the 5th and 6th seed are decided by points for. I don't care if you have not won a game. If your record is 1-12 and you have the most points outside the top 4 standings, you are in the playoffs. So I want to come in here and make sure everybody that's involved understands that. Because every year, even though half of these people in both leagues have been in this league for over 10 years, they're still shocked and surprised sometimes that they either made the playoffs or they didn't. So, with that being said, the current standings are as follows. I'm going to put this all the way up. So we have Gordon Geckos at 9-3. Showtime at 8-4. Team Robeson at 7-5. Guzzlers at 7-5. Jackson at 7-5. G's Nuts at 7-5. So that's a little bit of a mess right there. So we're going to go through it. And going into today, this is what we got, okay? Because if you look at the playoff projections that ESPN's putting out, it's not going to be right because they do the top 6 standings. So I have to go and manually change that every year. We've been doing this for a long time. The reason we do this is for this reason right here. You see Claptown, he's 5-7, never have a chance of making the playoffs. He actually leads the league in points. So if we scroll down here, he is number 1 in points. He scored 1,530 points on the year. But just because of his scheduling and ESPN's matchups, he just happened to play people that had their best weeks. So if the point of fantasy football is to score as many points as you can, literally, that's the idea, we reward the people that do so by giving them a wild card spot. So try to pay attention. This is what we're looking at. Gordon Geckos, if he wins today, he locks up the number 1 seed. Obviously, nobody can catch him. However, Gordon Geckos loses today and Showtime wins today, then Showtime will be 9-4, and so will Geckos. So they'll be both 9-4. The number 1 seed then will be decided by points for. It's not if you beat them that year. It's not bench points. It is points for. So in that case, we come down here, and Gordon Geckos is up by 8 points over Showtime. So if they maintain that lead, they both, Scott loses and Showtime wins, and Showtime outscores him by 20 points, 19.5 points, then your number 1 seed will be Showtime. Both number 1 and number 2 seeds get a bye, so it's not like you're losing out on the bye. So if Scott wins, he locks it up. If he loses and Showtime wins, it comes down to points. At this point, it would be Scott by 9.5 points going into today. So let's go ahead and give them the number 1 and number 2 seeds, because they will be. Team Robeson is, this is all indicating if people win. So if Team Robeson wins, he finishes 8-5. And if you come down here, he is, I gotta get my other mouse. This is driving me crazy. So he is, oops. Wrong computer screen. So he is at 1487 in points. So if everybody that's 7-5 wins, which is impossible because I play the Guzzlers, so one of us will lose. But if the Guzzlers are 8-5, Team Jackson is 8-5. That number 3 seed would go to Robeson, as long as, obviously everything is on numbers today of what you put up, but I'm saying if it started today, looks like Team Robeson with 1487 would beat out the rest of the 8-5 teams for the 3 seed. Okay, now the 4 seed is where it gets interesting, because if Chugville wins, obviously I'm out. I am G's Nuts. So I would be 7-6, and I would not be eligible for the 4th seed because I'm not 8-5. Team Jackson wins. We come down here. Team Jackson has 1415, but Guzzlers has 1466. So if I lose, and Chugville Guzzlers will get that 4 seed. Okay. Now, at this point, we're playing for the 5-7. So Team Jackson being 8-5 means nothing because it's not by standings. So if that happens, Chugville Guzzlers will get the 4 seed. And then Claptown, like we talked about earlier, which, by the way, has 5 wins this year, will be the next highest scorer going into today again. Leading the league in scoring, has scored more fantasy points than anybody in here, he would lock up the 5 seed. Okay. Then the next person that would be eligible for that. So we have to take out Geckos, we have to take out Showtime, and we have to take out Robeson, and we have to take out Guzzlers. And if the last seed right now, if everything stayed the same, would be Chuckville 1462 14, it would be Zeke. Will Fandrick would be the 6th seed. So he has 1462, and he has the most points over me and Jackson, which both have 415. So nobody's even close to that. So that would be our standings in that situation. Okay. So it would be either Scott. Oh my God, this is driving me crazy. It would either be Scott or Showtime. They're going to be 1, 2. Robeson's going to be 3. And now let's change the situation. Let's say I beat Chugsville Guzzlers. He drops to 7 and 6. Now I'm the 8 and 5 team. So I would get the 4 seed, except if AJ wins and scores more than me, because we'll be playing for that 4 seed. Right now, our points are literally I'm going to get my mouse. Hold on. So basically, me and Jackson are only gonna get in most likely unless we score a ton. If we get the 4 seed, but if we don't get the 4 seed, shout out to Kevin Lynn, then both of us need to win the 4 seed, or I think we're out. Again, this is all preference on that someone doesn't score 170 points and somebody else that's ahead of them only scores 100. It can happen, but for the most part, let's just say G's Nuts beats Guzzlers. Now, Guzzlers are 7 and 6, so they're gone for the 4 seed. It would come down to Jackson and G. They'd both be 8 and 5. Team Jackson right now has 1415.58, and I have 1415.24. So we are literally, I don't know, somebody do the math, an eighth of a point away from each other. So basically, the only way Jackson gets in, only way I get in, I gotta win and outscore Jackson. The only way I get in is, Jackson gets in is if I win and he scores more than me. He's going to guzzle G's nuts. He is going to guzzle G's nuts. That's the question. Huh? You always got questions about dicks and balls with you, or assholes, every time. All right. Well, you know who's not in it? This guy. 2 and 10. Let's see. Maybe he is. He scored 11. Oh, no. So Mickey would have to outscore Claptown, which Claptown has 15. Yeah, he would have to score 325 points to get the 5 seed, and about 280 points on top of what they score. Yeah, you're out of it, buddy. So that's the situation. These 3, Guzzler, Jackson, G's Nuts, they're all going to end up 8 and 5. Nobody else can be 8 and 5. So they will be battling for that 4 spot. But if Jackson and G's Nuts do not get that 4 spot, they're not getting in. Oh, how about Chugsville? Hold on. Oh, here we go. My bad. So Chugsville can lose and still get in, because he is actually 1466. So that's what it would be. If me or Jackson get that 4 spot, Guzzlers will get the 6 seed and Claptown will get the 5 seed. So yeah, Kevin Lynn has a good shot. He can get in as the 4 seed or the 6 seed. Yeah, because he's right here below Robinson. This is in order. Oh, no. Yeah, it is. I already put it in order for that. So this is in order from top to bottom. So, yep, he can get the 5 or the 6 seed. He's not going to get the 5 unless he outscores Claptown. He's at 1530 and he's at 1466. So less than 100, but, whatever. So projecting wise, we're looking at the 1 seed being Scott, the 2 seed being Showtime, or vice versa. I think Robeson has the 3 seed locked up. Oh, if he wins, see, that's another thing. We're assuming he wins. If he loses, where is he? See, he's here too. He's above Chugsville, so he could be the 5 or 6. So basically, I'm trying to tell you is, where's Will Fork on the first date? He is way too far away. All right, so I can safely say Will Fork on the first date has been eliminated. Claptown is guaranteed to get in. Zeke 4-9, where you at? You got a shot if some things happen. 1462. But my point is this: if you're on this team and you are not 10th, 11th, or 12th, you are not dead. If you have a good fantasy football day, you can get in the playoffs. Who can I tell you that are locked into the playoffs? I can tell you Scott, Showtime, Robeson, Guzzler. That's it. Oh, and Claptown. I can tell you those 5 teams are prop. So you're playing for that last 6 seed. So if you're down below and you can't catch in records, you want Showtime to win and you want Geckos to win. Okay. 100%. Because that's going to give them they're the 2 highest top 3s, 2 and 3 scoring in the league. So you want them. You really wish Claptown had a better record, but that ain't the case. Team Robeson, I want him to win because I can't catch him in points. I could catch him in points, but I need like 70. So I want Robeson to win. Guzzlers, I'm playing him. It's me or him, bitch. Team Jackson, I want him to lose because he's a point or so ahead of me. I want to win. And then Claptown, it just doesn't matter. So that's the breakdown. Don't quit like some bitches. Who's playing you? Robeson? Yeah, let's look at that real quick. Good idea. Can the last place team change some playoffs? See, we got G's, Nuts, and Guzzes, so they're gonna find themselves out. Team Showtime play. He's in second place. He's either gonna have the 1st or 2nd seed. We'll see if Zach puts his running back in his lineup. Team Jackson is playing Wilfork. Wilfork, I don't think is playing for anything except to knock. So I need him to beat Jackson. That's 119 to 113. And then you got team bag. See what I'm saying? It's always something with balls and assholes, man. Team T-Bag, only supposed to score 96, playing Robeson. Maybe he gets lucky. And well, I want Robeson to, that's good. I need Robeson to win, so that may happen. And then Claptown, doesn't really matter what he does. He should just score as many points as he can so nobody can catch him. But I mean, someone would have to have a miracle to catch him. And then the Deplorables are out of it, and Gordon Gecko's playing for first place. So there's the matchups. There it is. Roberson. I think it's Robeson. Yeah, Robeson. Robeson. Fucking Roberson. What the fuck is wrong with you? All right. So anybody have any questions? Again, let me take this down real quick. And down below, I need your money, or you may not even be in the playoffs. How about that shit? We could switch up all the standings right now. Y'all don't pay me that money. So my Venmo is Thomas-Gadori. You can PayPal me at T-Gadori. And Cash App is $ Thomas Gadori, all one word. Okay. Everybody got it? Anybody got any questions? before we move on to the next league. Anybody? That's it. So real quick, we can look at the where is that? We can look at the projected play. This is if we didn't change anything and we went by ESPN. So right now it would be, I'm in. Look at that. It would be number 1 seed, number 2 seed with a bye. Jackson and Guzzlers will be playing each other, and G's Nuts versus Robeson would be if it started today. So I'm in a good spot. 6th seed. All I gotta do is score a lot of points and win today. I gotta win because I gotta knock this guy out. So that's that. And that's this.
Come on,
Cheeks. My wife's letting the dog out. Cheeks.
Gotta go find Mr. Puddles.
He's going to find a puddle. Not that one. That cat's not allowed to go outside.
I gotta go find my other cat that my husband lost. He's injured.
Awesome.
He'll probably be in attack.
Yeah, this league is $75. And like I said, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, it's all on the screen. You can stop by the crib. You can send me a check. I got Zelle with Bank of America. We could do transfer to transfer. So it's all good. I love y'all. Since there's no questions, I am going to get off here for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I will be broadcasting live from the G&J studios for the Fantasy Football Last Minute League. And we're going to do the same exact thing. Break down everything. Make sure everybody knows that they may or may not still be in the playoff hunt. Don't ever give up. Oh my God. And that's it. So good luck to everybody today. I know it's been one hell of a season. The COVID-19, the craziness, and it still ain't over. I mean, we got a game on Tuesday again. You know, we might have another game on Wednesday. I thank y'all for being patient. We've had a little bit of stupid, corny shit drama in this league and a little stupid, corny shit in the other league. But for the most part, with everything considered, hasn't been too bad. So I'm going to jump off for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll be back on. So I know there's a lot of people that are in this league that's also in the other league. So if you want to tune back in a few minutes, holla at me. Until then, I wish you nothing but fantasy football touchdowns unless you are Chugsville Guzzlers. Okay? Shout out to Kevin Lynn. Going down today, bitch. Going down today. Love you, smooches.